Starting in the fall of 2014, Wright State's Ohio Center of Excellence program, called CELIA, will launch its latest project entitled A Long, Long Way: Echoes of the Great War. This 100th anniversary of the First World War commemoration will feature music, poetry, film, exhibits, lectures, and more.
With CELIA, we're trying to do something a little bit different than other schools are doing with commemorating the Great War. I wanted this to have a broader reach, not just impact in a sense of lives lost and battles fought, but also the very real impact that it had on culture. We have a concert series, music ranging from popular songs in the home front, symphonic music, including a performance of Benjamin Britten's War Requiem. Poetry of the war included the poetry of Wilfred Owen, a British poet who wrote a great deal about the First World War, in fact was killed in the First World War. Collaborative exhibits with local museums, in particular date and history, to remind people that it had a huge impact on the United States and on this community in particular. We tend to think of World War I as being something that was fought over there, and yet it's the biggest war that we fought up until that point, dealing with Americans who had never left their county, let alone gone overseas. Just from Montgomery County, about 2,000 men served, of whom about 10% didn't come home. Still, the biggest battle in American history in terms of number of soldiers engaged and numbers of deaths is the Meuse-Argonne battle in October of 1918. 26,000 Americans killed, 1.5 million engaged. You can't find a period in history, in American history, a 2-year period, that changes things as decisively as 1917 and 1919. I mean, after all, this is the war that gives us the lost generation. The generation that went to Europe to fight a war that thoroughly divided the United States. And I don't think there's any other conflict in American history, even the Civil War, that can quite claim exactly the same thing. Part of the CELIA project, and of course an emphasis of the university, has been community engagement and its experience in the Great War. It had a profound influence on this region. You're looking at the impact of the war on the arts, for example, and to show its local relevance to a generation for whom the First World War is a very, very distant thing.
To learn more about CELIA's 100th anniversary of the First World War project, please visit our webpage.